Donald Trump came to the UK. British people took to the streets in their droves down in that London, again, to demonstrate the presence of the President of the United States of America. And they were very angry that our government had the temerity to invite the most powerful man in the world to visit our country, because he's not a nice man. Can't argue with that part. But they flew their inflatable Trumps, so they were bobbing around, and they had the march with the floats, and generally had a party over someone they find unpleasant being there, which of course is their right. Everyone has the right to do this, I suppose. I could argue that just because you can might not mean that you should, but I digress. Naturally, the peaceful folks, should we say on the left? What do you say? They were mostly leftists that were there?
Yeah, the right's just giving up hating him now. They're all getting on with it.
They got up to shenanigans. Not necessarily widely reported shenanigans either. There was one where this woman was screaming at abuse at this man who, Twitter reliably informs me, was a terrible gammon. Gammon. Buy the shirt from Gear Press. We're taking it back. Screaming in his face, cheering when a milkshake landed on him. Now she's not happy because someone pointed to her Twitter account. I guess that's not really doxing, is it? What was doxing when someone said, oh, it's her and she's an NHS worker? But it was all stuff she'd released in public. So that's not doxing. That's not doxing. If someone's put on Twitter who they are and what they do, you've put it out there. It's not doxing to point to it. People need to get their heads around this a little bit. I've got a thing. If it's cross-platform, if it's something someone... This is one of the rules we've always had on LL. We had it on previous sites. I've got it on Trigger Warning. If they've released the information on that site in public, then that is available on that site, and they're saying they're willing for it to be shared there. If they don't share any of that and someone brings it in from outside, that's doxing. There you go. Or, they dig it up by whatever nefarious means and put it somewhere where they didn't want it without permission. Anyway, screaming milkshakes, everyone cheered. On one occasion, there was an old, I think he was in his 70s, wearing a MAGA hat. Not a mega hat. Available from gearpress.co.uk. All the merch. Good prices, not bad, not bad.
Good quality too. It was all checked thoroughly before it went home, wasn't it?
By someone. But it is, it's alright, I've bought a few bits off there, it works. I've not had a mega hat yet. I might get one. Hashtag Hayden. That'd be quite cool. They dragged an old man to the floor in his 70s for wearing a MAGA hat. To the floor. These are the good people. Now, I'm not going to pretend for a minute Trump's a great guy. But I'm not sure it makes you particularly good if you push old men over. I think that's wrong. That makes you a twat. An awful, awful person. And all those that laughed and cheered it on, you're equally as awful. I put it to you that I've not seen videos of Donald Trump pushing old people over. Do you really have to have a hold my beer moment? Really? But here's the thing that really bothers me. I mean, obviously the old man thing bothers the shit out of me, but all these people taking to the streets about Trump, as is their right, but where were they when Robert Mugabe came over? Where were these people then? Alan Reeder says he tripped. He did, with someone holding his arm on the way down. It's a shocking situation. They were being lovely to the old man. My mistake. Where were they when Mugabe came in? Or any number of Middle Eastern leaders who view human rights as, something that happens to other countries, not to theirs. We roll the carpet out for them motherfuckers all the time. But Trump? I mean, whether you like him or loathe him, he's the President of the United States of America. Our ally, a country we've shared history with. We've had our ups and downs and everything like that, and there are many things we just frankly don't understand about each other's countries. But in political terms, America's our friend. We support them, they support us. It's not about the man, it's about the office. He is the president. Like him or not, he is the president of the United States. I'm not saying you should all queue up to kiss his ass, but do you not think you're being a little bit selective with this outrage? He said grab women by the pussy. That's not nice. That Prince, whatever his fucking name is, has people killed for being gay. Yeah, but we just don't talk about that because Trump. Fuck off. Just get to fuck. It's just, you're doing it because you think it's the right thing, because you just feel socially motivated to be a good person. It's not being good, it's being fucking gullible. If you don't like a world leader that talks to our politicians, ignore the prick. Because all you've done is make him more popular. Oh yeah, but there were thousands of us on the street. Yeah, millions of people in America thought, fuck you guys, that's our fucking president. You're just pushing people towards them. That's how that shit works. What did you achieve from this? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And I'm not even going to mention the Lord Mayor of London, or the Mayor of London, sorry, not the Lord Mayor, just the Mayor of London, who used to campaign for the worst kinds of shit to be allowed into our country, but didn't want Trump here. Nothing like riding that populist wave, as long as it's the right populist wave. And by right, I don't mean right. I mean, you know what I mean. I also noticed, though, that Corbyn didn't attend any of the events with Trump.
Apparently, Corbyn asked him for a meeting, and Trump...
Yeah, get into that, because Donald Trump dropped Jeremy Corbyn right the fuck in it during a meeting. All this shit's just making me start to like the guy. It's a bad thing, because he's not a good person. I don't mean Jeremy Corbyn. I know he's not a good person either. I mean Trump. Yeah, he just said, yeah, Jeremy Corbyn wanted to meet me, but we decided not to do that. It's like, ooh, boom, oh, that was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. But it's amazing, isn't it? Jeremy wouldn't meet Trump because Trump bad man, orange man bad. They'll go on Al Quds marches where they're all screaming for the death of fucking Jews. He'll meet with terrorists. He'll say we should invite fucking people over that murder us. He was saying, he quoted a book where some politician from the 30s said it'd be more peaceful if we'd laid down our arms against Germany. I don't remember Jeremy Corbyn saying that to the fucking IRA. Just lay down your arms, lads. Or to anyone else, just us. It's almost as if he doesn't like us very much. Now, it's no secret, I don't like Donald Trump. I really dislike the man. I don't know him, but what I know of him, I dislike as a person. I don't like his attitude. I don't like what he's done to small businesses over his time. I don't like the bellicose bullshit he comes out with. I detest the lies and the gaffes. But, the thing is, like everyone else, I'm talking about him. And everyone else is talking about him. And he is the President of the United States of America, arguably the most powerful nation on the planet Earth. And therefore should be... Do you know what? You've got to offer some respect, if not to him, then to the office. No matter how you think he tarnishes the office, if you do, we're disrespecting a lot of people. But at the same time, you can't tell people not to march. Trump very briefly also mentioned in one speech that in trade negotiation, we've got a big thing. We don't want the American insurance companies and drug companies, whatever, getting their hands on our NHS. He said, well, everything's on the table during trade talks, NHS, whatever. Later on, he stepped back from that because he said, I said that in a trade talk, everything's on the table, but he doesn't consider personally the National Health Service as being something he would take into trade talks. People didn't know what to believe. Well, yes, they did. They just believed the worst one. That's what they did. So that's where we are. You know what? A load of people making the feelings that that's fine, but if you take it too far, you just sound fucking stupid. I just saw it as a whole waste of time. And, we've invited worse over than him. Far worse. And they've not faced protests. Populist nonsense. All of it. People that think they're politically aware.
We've just had an amazing update whilst we've been live on air, actually. And a woman in Florida has stabbed herself 3 times because she's tired of living in Trump country.
You got to let people like that go.
She said,
You
yeah.
just got to let them go.
The police found her outside of a house, bleeding from her hands, legs, and face. She stabbed herself in the face because Donald Trump is the president.
In the face.
In the face.
She really doesn't like him. I thought I wasn't keen, but how much do you have to not like someone? Do you know what? I'm sick of this president. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm still... No. Oh, I think she might have problems. But some people, you've just got to let them go. And I think anyone that's willing to kill themselves because they don't like the president or prime minister of their country, mental hospital, or just let them go. But maybe not if she's just going to sit in the middle of the fucking road stabbing herself in the face. Because that's awkward, isn't it? Because it's going to take a long time.
Can you imagine stabbing yourself because Trump... Just because... No!
In this country. What do you mean? Brexit's not going how I want?
Theresa May! She just won't quit!
Yeah.
Some people need to just chill the fuck out.
No, Jesus Christ.
It'll only be a maximum of 4 more years. Imagine, you could wait that long without stabbing yourself in the face. Because I have heard these things change. I mean, what if the next person's worse and she's used it all up now? What if the next person's really... What if it's 4 more years of Trump? Hide the knives. She needs a butter spoon. They're the sort of people that need butter spoons.
That's so much better than the joke I was going to say.